Nephilim giants built ancient Egyptian pyramids, and evidence found has been claimed. The world has always had the question, who built the great pyramids of Egypt? Most people believe it was the Egyptians. However, there is some debate as to when the actual pyramids were built. Some archaeologists say after carbon dating, and it seems to be around 7,000 to 10,000 years. However, other debates say it is only a few thousand years, and the Egyptians only came around 3,000 years ago, so they could not be older. What if the Egyptians built some of the smaller ones, but not the great pyramids? This might be why we see 3 big pyramids next to 3 smaller ones that don't look so impressive next to the big ones. So the question is, who built them first? And there are videos showing evidence that giants did indeed build the ancient pyramids of Egypt before the skeptics start running. Let's look at the story. The Nephilim were an antediluvian race. In other words, they were before the flood, referred to in the Bible as giants. They were, as it is said, the children born of the daughters of men, the sons of God. The most historic monument of the course is the giant Goliath fighting David. And also found in Egypt are designs of smaller people fighting against bigger people, larger giants, of course. Almost every culture has the names or designs of giants from different eras in their history. And the writer says, I am an archaeologist who has worked on the pyramids, and I must confess that we are all admitted to the secret society where we are obliged to hide the secrets of the existence of giants on pain of whatever, and now you know the whole truth. My life is in danger, he says, at least the truth is out there, and now I'll live the rest of my life this way. Jerry Nelson has a wonderful long article on this topic with reference and pictures. In his article, Nelson says, I've tried to keep it within the realm of my own experience, like the 64-pound sledgehammer found in a copper mine near the town of Llandudno in North Wales. Giant axes unearthed in Iran, giant swords, etc. You could read for weeks on the subject of giants. I would suggest Solomon Island giants, red-headed giants, Arizona giants, California giants, Peruvian giants. A few years ago, I would never have believed that giants built the pyramids. I thought it was absurd. However, in recent years, I've found that the real truth is perhaps even stranger than fiction. According to author Brad Steiger, who has written over 168 books with over 17 million copies, he says in his book, The World Before Us, there have been excavations in the United States which have produced remains of primitive men and women over 7 feet tall in height, horned anthropods, humanoids that is, horns with horns, giants with double rows of teeth, prehistoric men with sharply sloping foreheads and jaws. In July 1895, a party of miners working near Vail Falls, California, found a grave of a woman whose skeleton remains were 6 feet 8 inches in length. So what's up with all these giants? Why don't we see them anymore today? One theory could be that they died during the Great Flood, contracted diseases, or even mated with normal humans, which could explain the gigantism syndrome. And again, the writer says, I say again, the pyramids were there before the Egyptians. As for the daughters and sons of God, since they took ancient texts and presented them as their own. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.